Hello, Bonsai Iligan here again. Today I'm going to do some wiring on this bougainvillea. This is a Pixie Bougainvillea. And I'm taking this opportunity to show how I wire my bougainvillea. So basically this is the front. Okay, why I choose this the front? Because this has the widest base here. And this will be my first branch. And I will have a back branch here, or maybe I have a branch here which I'm going to place that way because this is a dead part and there's no chance that they can have another branch here, so it will become imbalanced. So basically the way to start your wiring is to start from the bottom branches. Most bottom branches, then working up. Okay, why? Because to give us a space, the tendency is we will be wiring down the branches as we go up, and then it will give us some space here. So, okay, before I will actually wire, I will be removing the thorns. Okay, this is very thorny, and I'm going to give a. When removing thorns, I use this a small branch cutter, but sometimes when the thorns are very small, or for small bougainvilleas like this, I can even use a nail cutter. So this is my back branch, which I plan to bring it here, and this is my front here now. Okay, so the way to choose a wire is that you have to see how strong the branch is. Oops, that was a thorn. So, and when you do wiring, you should first anchor your wire to something which is strong enough. So, for example here, starting from the below, I can anchor my wire around the trunk. In that way, that will be very strong. But sometimes when you have very big trunks, it will be costly for the wire. So actually you can just anchor your wire on these two branches. For example here, okay, so that's how I estimate it. I can anchor my wire here and then my other wire here. So it is essential that you somehow pair your wires. Okay. Cut. So I'll cut my wire. I'm not going to give an allowance because my style of bonsaiing a bougainvillea is clip and grow, but somehow I still have to wire this. So you have to then wrap around your wires to the branch. That's the top. So remember, you have to know your front, and then so we know that this is now the back side. Okay. So in order to not stress your wire too much, you have to somehow turn along the wire, twist also the wire according to the direction of the movement of your wire. Then you have to consider also where your branch will be going. Okay, so like this one, I am making a sort of a clockwise direction. That means I can only twist if I need to. I can only twist my branch only to the direction of the wire. So in this case, also to the direction of in this case, clockwise. Okay, so I'm removing the leaves so I can see the thorns. I'm being careful not to hit the thorns, to touch the thorns. And then, since I'm using a thick wire, I'll have to use pliers. Okay. So, see? It is anchored here. Okay. Can you focus? Focus nimo. Okay, then. Okay. Then I will choose the thicker branch. See? I'm choosing the thicker branch. So, actually wiring is so that you can move the branch. You can create movement along the branch, but this portion of the branch is, you can't move that anymore. Okay. Then, I am reaching a point where there are many branches, and I'll again choose the thickest one, which I'm going to use. There's a branch here below which I'm not going to use anymore because it's growing below. So I'll just use the upper two branches. So now I have installed my my wires, but I haven't bent it yet. So this branch has to go. Okay. And this one doesn't have yet. So I can put an additional wire for this branch. Same principle. I'm still going to use or to anchor it here. Okay. Then that's my length. So approximate, that's my length. Then I'm going to wire beside the existing wire. Okay. So as much as possible. Okay, I'm short, but anyway, see, I'm here now. Okay, i-focus ko na ni, makita ni mo. Otherwise, tindog lang ka. So at least I have wrapped a few rounds. So, but this wire is too big for this branch, so I can put a smaller one. Okay, now I'll start bending. I'm going to bend this like that, and you should bend this in such a way that if possible they will not be in the same direction. So I bend this one left, down, and then another right. So left, right, down, up. So that's the way to create movement for the branches. So this one, I put one down and back to the right, and then to the left, and then up. Oh, that broke. But that's not a problem as long as it's not separated. Okay, in this side, this is going to be my back branch, which I will be bringing here to my front. Oh, I'm going to install this first. So I'll be using only the first few inches then. I'm not going to wire up to here. So just here. Okay. Then again, anchor. Here we go. Okay. Well, some shoots have to be removed. So in this case, you have now a very strong wrap here. So again, just like that. Then you're going to bring it to the, so this is the back, this is the back, and this is my front. So I'm going to bring it here like that. Then make again that movement, one down, left, right, then up. Now these branches, these lower branches, I am going to let grow and let it really grow wild. And I may need to stake them. See why? Because I'd like to increase the girth here. Increase here and increase. I should have thicker trunks at the bottom. Okay. So that's the way. So I'd let you see my front. It will be here. But right now it looks that this branches is so low down the trunk. But I'm still keeping it as an option in the future. As an option in the future. So this would probably look like as if it was just growing at the back. Okay, so that's it. That's the front. Now the next is you are going to work up. This is my back branch. So I have two back branches. So if you look at here, so this one is a branch and another one. So I can pair these two. Okay. So again, I can choose to wrap around here or just between the branches. Okay, between the branches. So again, I'll do the in between the branches to minimize cost on. Okay, that's my wire cutter. Cut the wire. I like to not to work with the wire uncoiled. See? Again, I will just wire the first few inches of the. I will use only the first few inches because I'll be doing clip and grow. That's a technique to have good taper. Clip and grow, but I'm still going to wire quite long along the branch to create movement. Okay, so you will notice that I start usually from below the branch rather than above, because yes, I can do that also from above, but I prefer to use the below. Okay, then coil. Okay, I was not able to anchor it well. Okay, anyway, I'll continue. So coil around. Anyway, this is a very rough wiring because this bonsai is still in its developmental stage. But of course, when it's already it's a matured one, you really have to be careful. But so this is also good that you will start wiring even if your bonsai is still in its pre-developmental stage, so that by the time they have ramified, you will have less wiring, or you have already a preformed material. So here, okay, do it tighter, a little bit tighter. I-focus ko no once in a while test para makita nila yun ang wire. Then ibalik na po na. Okay. So I will only install one wire for this one because I'm not really going to make a lot of movement for this. Okay. So far this has these branches are smaller than this one, so I have to control this growth up, no? up along the tree. So okay, I'm going to bend now a little. So I'm bending down and left, okay, and right. So this one I haven't yet. No, I'm going to continue coiling. Now this branch I will also bring farther back, because this should act as my back branch. So back a little. Okay. So this is my first branch, and my back will now act as the second branch. This one, and this will be my back branch. And I have another back branch here, which I am bringing to the front. Okay, so again, I do a little twisting, but the twisting should be in accordance to the movement of the coil. So like this. So basically, that's the way you wire, and these are old wires, and I did this before because these were very thick, but you see it has already bitten, or it has, or the branch actually has outgrow the wires, and it has already, this one needs to be removed, so I might as well just remove it now so I can show you. So usually I just remove my wires and reuse them like this, but when you have already a bonsai which is mature and very intricate, the wiring is already very intricate, I just cut them straight like that. So I'm going to remove this. Okay. So there's the one. Okay. So I'm going to remove this wire. So I'm wearing gloves because of the thorns, which I have not completely removed. But this one's still okay. So if you see, this wire is coiled around the back. See, it is anchored around the back and there. So, but this one needs more movement. Okay, down. Okay, down. Also this one. Okay, down. But at the upper portion, I cut a lot because you cannot really outgrow the top. The top will always grow faster. Okay, but here's another branch which needs wiring. So this one. So I think I'm going to install it now. Put on this one. Okay. So if you look at this branch needs to be wired, and this branch needs to be wired. So I might as well just pair them. So I can anchor at the back. Oh, I got a one. So anyway, I'll continue. I'll treat that later. And anchor it there. And then continue. Okay. And then anchor it here. Okay. That's it. So now I'm going to cut my wires. So basically I have anchored them at the back. So, my cutter. So I'm just gonna, okay, like this. So you can see at the back here I have anchored the wire at the back like that going. And so I'll start coiling. Now I'm going to bend this wire, okay, down to the left. Okay, there's a way to bend. You have to bend such that the wire is outside. So, for example, in this one, okay, the wires are here. See, the wires are here and here. So I'll bend it towards me. Okay, like that. So you do not bend in such a way that if there is no wire, so for example in this case, that the wire is not here, rather the wire is here, so you cannot bend here. So you can only bend in this portion where there is a wire going that way. So the wire should be outside of your bend. Okay? But in this case, this branch should be sort of embracing. Okay, like that. So this may be too low down the trunk, but I will have to use that, or I'm keeping that as an option. Okay, so this one is a little bit higher. I need to twist a little bit like that. Okay, and then I have to give way. Okay, basically, I will just be using only these branches. Cut, cut. Then grow another. But first, my goal here is to grow a thick branch here, 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 and there. See, this one is at the top most, which is thicker than this one. So I have to control this. Otherwise, I will let this be the new the new leader and cut all of this. I can do that here in the Philippines because we're in the tropics. Bougainvillas grow as fast as ficuses. Okay, we have a lot of sun. So I'll give a 360. Okay, I'll do it slowly so that you can see. That's the preliminary wiring for a pre-bonsai material. Okay, the wires that I'm using is aluminum wires. Copper wires are very expensive and also not very available here in the Philippines. Okay. That's a copper-coated aluminum wire. So again, some special note is that you bend where the wire is outside. Okay, outside of your bend. So if you are also overlaying wires like this, you have to see that they are really well laid out. So for example, so you have these two wires, put them together, and then like that. Okay, so that it will hold better. Okay, so also this wire. Okay, this one here. See. Did you remember this when I first round this, the first layer? So if you are going to that direction like that, first wire, if you are going to wire the two branches, first wire this branch. See? Okay, so I'm just bending this a little bit more. Okay, so this is now finished in terms of wiring, but I have a problem here. This one is a very rotted portion, and I would like to remove the rotted ones so that water will not accumulate. Okay, so I'm going to use my grinder. Okay, maybe I'm gonna clean up this one, this dead part. So I'll use my grinder.